Students, welcome to this video. With this video, we will learn about playing with numbers. So, how to play with numbers? Playing with numbers. Is it true to play with numbers? Yes. How? By doing the various operations you know, and doing the operations you can play with the numbers. How to play with the numbers? Once upon a time, a student tried to play with the numbers by multiplying. By multiplying, suppose he had taken a number 2 and multiplied it by 1, got 2. When multiplied by 2, then got 4, multiplied by 3, got 6, multiplied by 4, got 8, and also he tried it with the skip counting by 2, and by skip counting he had also got this. So after that he came to the class and asked the teacher that please say me what are these. Thereafter, the teacher assured him that we will learn in our chapter, that is playing with numbers, and the numbers you have found by multiplying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in this way with 2, what result you are getting, they are nothing but the multiples. So, one new word came to that child, that what is a multiple? A multiple is nothing but the product of two numbers. A multiple is nothing but the product of two numbers, and that product can be called as the multiple of those numbers which are multiplied. Suppose 3 into 5 equal to 15. 15 is the multiple of 3 and 5. 15 is the multiple of 3 and 5. Thereafter he asked, so what are the numbers 3 and 5 called other than the multiple and multiplier? Then the teacher said that these are called as the factors of the product. That means factors of the multiple. Then he asked another question, sir, how can we get the factors of a given number? Suppose the given number is suppose 1. The given number is 1. Then how can we get the factors of 1? Then the teacher told him, as you are saying the number 1, the number 1 is exactly divisible by which numbers? They are the factors of 1. Okay? After that the child said that, sir, it is only exactly divisible by 1. So, can I say 1 is the only factor of 1? Then the answer of the teacher was, yes, 1 is the only factor of 1, not the others. So, 1 is only factor. Then he asked, sir, if I will take 125, then how can I get the factors? Then the teacher told him that, yes, in the same process, try to do. You know the counting numbers which are starting from 1, beginning from 1. And then it is divisible by 1, because you know if you will multiply 1 with any number, then you are getting that number as its product. So 1 is the factor. Thereafter, is it exactly divisible by 2? Then you will have to divide by 2, divide by 3, divide by 4, divide by 5, divide by 6. Then the student asked, "Sir, is it the way to find out the factors easily?" The teacher said him, "Yes, it is the exact way you can find easily, because till now what is known to you, what rules are known to you, it is the easy way for you." Then the student asked, "That means I will divide this number from 1, I will divide this number by the number starting from 1 to 25? The teacher said then, "No, not at all. One thing you will have to be creative. When you are getting the quotient here that is nearer to the divisor, or they are very close, or they are equal, then don't go more. Don't try for more. Then how can I get others? Only those factors, only those divisors can be taken by which this number is divisible." The teacher told, "No. Take those factors which were the exact divisor of 125. Along with, you will have to take the quotients. Then you can get." So let us try. Is it divisible by 2? By dividing 2, divided by 2, 2 6 the, then 0 5 2 2 the 4, that is remainder, so it is not divisible by 2. You know the numbers having unit place digits 0 2 4 6 8 are exactly divisible by 2, so it is not divisible by 2. Then in previous class you have learned that if the sum of the digits 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 5 8, as 8 is not divisible by 3, then it is not divisible by 3. Then by 4, according to the rule, if the tens place and ones place digit is exactly divisible by 4, then the number is divisible by 4. But here 25 is not exactly divisible by 4, so it is not divisible by 4. Thereafter take 5. Yes, as unit place digit is 5, because if unit place digit is 0 or 5, then it is divisible by 5. So divide by 5. 5 2 the 10, then 25, 5 5 the 25, then it is exactly divisible by 5. So after 1, 5 can be taken, and 1 with the 125, 5 with the 25 can be taken. Thereafter 6, as it is not divisible by 2 and 3, so this number is not exactly divisible by 6. Thereafter the number 7, if you will take 7, then according to the rule, if the double of unit, the difference between the double of unit place digit and the number formed by other place digits is divisible by 7, then the number is divisible by 7. Double of 5 is 10, and the difference between 12 and 10 is 2. 2 is not divisible by 7, so not divisible by 7. Thereafter we can take 8, but 8, this number is not divisible by 8 according to the rule, and as the sum is not 9 or the multiple of 9, so it is not divisible by 9. Thereafter it is not divisible by 10, because unit place digit is not 0, and it is not divisible by 11, because the sum of odd place digits, that means 5 plus 1 is 6, and the sum of even place digits is 2, and the difference is 6 minus 2 equal to 4. It is not divisible by 11. Thereafter we can take 12, but it is not, as it is not divisible by 4 and 3, so it is not divisible by 12. Thereafter 13, it is not divisible by 13 according to the rule also, and by taking 14, it is not divisible by 14 because it is not divisible by 2 and 7. So then 15, it is not divisible by 15 because though it is divisible by 5, it is not divisible by 3, so it is not divisible by 15. Thereafter 16, it is not divisible by 16. If you will divide it, then you can get. Then 17, if 17, that is the key number and there is the divisibility rule also, but try to divide. 17, the number formed by first 2 digits is less, so take 3 digits. 17, in the multiplication table of 17, you can find, is there 125, 17 1s are 17, 17 2s are 34, 17 3s are 51, 17 4s are 17 4s are 68, 5s are 85, then 6s are 102, and 7s are 119, then 8s are 136. So 17, 8s are can't be taken, then 7s are can be taken. As we are finding the quotient is less than 17, so we should not have to move forward, because up to dividing by 11 we can get all the factors, because 11 into 11 equal to 121. So as up to 11, if you are dividing the number up to 11, then you are getting all the factors. After that you will not get other factors. Okay, so with this, and also by looking at the divisor and the quotient place, if the numbers will be closed or the quotient will be less than the divisor, then you should have to stop. Thereafter the factors are reached. So in this way you can find out the factors. And how can you find out the multiples? By multiplying the numbers. By multiplying the numbers with the given number, you can get the multiples. To find out the first 5 multiples, you will have to multiply. You must have to multiply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the given numbers to get the first 5 multiples. So with this, you have got some ideas. First, you should have to remember, a factor of a number is an exact divisor of that number. So the first point you will have to remember that a factor of a number is its exact divisor. That means if that number will be divided by the factor, then there will be no remainder. That means remainder will be 0. Thereafter, you should have to remember, a number is a multiple of each of its factors. A number is a multiple of each of its factors. Okay, then another thing you will have to remember that 1 is a factor of each and every number. 1 is a factor of each and every number. Thereafter, first you will have to remember 0 is the multiple of each and every number. 0 is the multiple of each and every number. Thereafter, another thing you have to remember, every number is a factor of itself. Every number is a factor of itself. Then another thing you will have to remember that every factor of a number is every factor is less than or equal to the given number. Every factor is less than or equal to the number. And other thing you have to remember that a number has finite numbers of factors. A number has finite numbers of factors. Then similarly, a number has infinite numbers of multiples. A number has infinite numbers of multiples. Okay, with this we have completed the first part of playing with numbers. And another thing I have forgotten to tell you, that if you will find the sum of the factors of a given number is double of it or twice of that number, then that number can be called as the perfect number. Remember, if the sum of the factors of a given number is double or twice of that number, then that number can be called as the perfect number. Okay, so for your information, you can find only two perfect numbers in between 1 and 100. They are no other than 6 and 28. Okay, so with this we have completed this, and I hope you got something. But the more about the factorization, how to find out the factors easily, and what are the other methods after the divisibility rule, I will talk about it and you will learn more, and what will be easy for you, that method you can apply. Till then wait, but for your exercise 3.1, it is all about your NCERT book, and according to NCERT guideline what are given I have discussed with you, and later I will discuss more about the factors and multiples after some other videos. Till then wait and do your homework of 3.1 of chapter 3. Thank you.